Hello, calmly collected tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles with me, Blue and Kilo. Hopefully today, Blue can keep his cool and not lose control of the situation on every battle. So, I think for today's plan is we're going to do the new skirmish. We've unlocked the 4th skirmish. It looks like it's a desert battle. And before we do that, we ought to, you know, check out the headquarters, of course. Just so we can learn some things, maybe. I think first and foremost, I'm going to start spending a bit of experience on orders every time we come back. Every new chapter, I think.
Hello again, son.
It might mean we don't level up our soldiers quite as quick, but...
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I hope we'll meet again.
Well, that will teach me. I thought we'd get a new order every chapter. I'm definitely incorrect on that. Okay.
Hey! Dropping by to...
I still am not a huge fan of Elliot. Let's see what we did last time. The Southern Gallian forces broke through the defenses at Norville. I thought we were just returning home after... I guess, well... It's all good. Maybe this was somebody else. Yeah, so here we go. This is ours. Squad 7 was ambushed. There you go. And then because we were amazing, we actually... Okay, so that's how it worked. We were ambushed, but because we took out their supply depot and survived, then I guess Regiment 10 was able to exploit it and broke the defensive line. Good, so it all worked in the long run. Glory of Speed. Motor race, awesome. Except it's been called off. That's disappointing. Yeah, it's wartime, so, you know, I guess it's understandable that cars aren't the highest priority. We need more tanks. Build me more tanks, people.
So...
Nothing new for Elliot? Alright.
Come back and see the writing on the wall again soon.
Maybe. Alright, apparently nobody wants to take my experience and my money, so we're gonna have to go upgrade our stuff if we can. Can you take my money? Okay, so. Interesting. I assume, by the name of the armament, that these are all different weapons. So, the X1, lower aim, a little bit less range, a little bit less damage, but it reduces defense. Whereas, accuracy boost... I mean, I'm a fan of accuracy. The closer we can get to headshots is... I think a headshot is worth a lot more than +1 damage. That's where I'm going to start. That's what makes the most sense to me. But then being able to debuff them, I mean... Some of those debuffs that the enemy were putting on us last time were really brutal. Now, defense wasn't the worst. It's when the attack power goes down and then you can't even hurt them on the counterattack. That was the one that was really brutal. Still, lowering their defense, it might be worth it to have an engineer or a scout with that. You know, I got lots of money. Alright. We'll save that one for later, because all it is +1 damage, and it's got less range, possibly less accuracy, because this was an accuracy boost specifically. Although I assume later on these will be like the damaging rifles, the accurate rifles, and then maybe the debuffing rifles. Maybe. I'm excited. We also have 2 of the machine guns. Here's the attack down. Yeah, we're going to buy that for sure. That sounds really valuable. And then... This definitely does considerably more damage. This is just like almost a straight upgrade to our original machine gun. Cool. Alright, next up. Lances. Looks like probably just a straight upgrade, another 100 damage, basically. I think, and I mean, I don't have a lot of information to back it up, but I think that for machine guns and tank lances, this chain might not unlock until we get the elite version of those classes. That's my suspicion. So what do we want for a sniper rifle? Probably aim more than anything. Decreasing the enemy's aim is probably not as effective as just hitting them. Snipers, if they hit, are very likely to kill in one shot. So I bet you this GSR-10 is exactly what I want. I mean, I should probably buy the other ones just so I can compare. But honestly, plus 10 damage or get a crit. And a crit will kill them for sure. Plus it has better range. Yeah, I will buy them, but maybe I should save my money actually until I see the tanks. No grenades today. We got another armor upgrade. It's pretty automatic for me. I don't know how the numbers work. I don't know what +4 means exactly, but I'll take it. And the Lancers are up to +5. It feels like, you know, passive buffs are always worthwhile to upgrade. So we are spending a lot of money, and I haven't actually bought all of those upgrades, but let's check our tank out next. Machine gun, more damage. I don't see why not, unless we really can't afford it. More larger slots to upgrade. We might as well get the passive first.
All set for you.
Okay, so our machine gun continues to do more damage. I like that. Damage upgrades are always my favorite. What else would we buy? What do you guys think? I'll probably never... I can't imagine ever actually equipping this four block coil just to get a little bit more tread defense. I mean, crit defense maybe. We'll buy that. Honestly, I don't... Other than that one time where we got crit from behind, I generally leave my my tank pretty well protected on the radiator. We'll buy the magazine. I think these just seem to count for the mortars. And I mean, the mortars are probably the best weapon the tank has most of the time. Still, we'd have to unequip a lot of stuff to put this on. I'm pretty sure at some point our tank will be able to have a larger zone for all those upgrades. So I'm not going to really worry about upgrading this right now. Let's buy a couple more weapon upgrades, just so I can have a look. I might be able to afford them all. Probably can afford them all. Yeah, this is pretty much the last one. So now we have to consider equipping certain soldiers with certain weapons, like different types. So that I'll want to bring like a couple different scouts or a couple different shock troopers with different specific... It's going to get a little bit more complicated, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I like it, though. Might as well spend some XP.
What?
So, if we do engineers, we can get 2 levels up. Maybe engineer plus scout, or we could just work on shock troopers. Probably should get snipers up. We'll go sniper engineer, just because the engineers are cheap.
Good work. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the engineers.
Good to hear, guys. Good to hear. All right.
Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the snipers.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit smarter that I got 2 potentials there. So, just for interest's sake, Nadine got resist counter. That's not bad. Not that the engineers shoot a lot. Resist counter. So the engineers seem to be getting very similar battle potentials. Like some of the other, like the Lancers seem to get a lot of random stuff. Oops, hold on, I want to check that. Extra shot? This sounds pretty good. I mean, it says occasionally, but it sounds good. Stand ready even do. I like that. When you run up close to a tank, not getting murdered, that sounds good. I mean, and Tank Slayer, probably amazing. And then the snipers... Okay, now they've got extra shot. Okay. I've had some people tell me that Marina and Oscar are possibly some of the best snipers in the game, from all the people I could have gotten. They both seem to have Nestmaster and extra shot. So the difference right now is Marina is bad in the grass, whereas Oscar is good in the grass. So that's a perk for Oscar. Oscar also does a bonus accuracy against Imperials. That's good. Whereas Marina gets an evasion debuff if she's close to allies. And then finally the last difference is if Oscar is close to enemies, he loses accuracy. But that almost never happens with a sniper. It shouldn't happen anyway. So far I'm liking Oscar more, just based on it all. I mean, we still have 2 more battle potentials, but, like, basically my problem with Marina is these 2 are only related to her evasion, and this is a bad one. So, her personal potentials, 1 good, 1 bad, 1 kind of meh, and then her battle potentials, we'll see what she gets. I've heard some people saying that maybe the later on battle potentials are really good, and possibly there is some other stat growth that I don't know about, like perhaps these characters actually do get an aim stat and an evasion stat that you can't really see, at least not very clearly. Anyway, that's good enough for now.
Come.
We haven't lost anyone permanently at the moment, thanks to completely losing that desert battle. I don't know if I'll reload if I lose a character. I haven't decided
Hello,
yet.
Welkin. Here to fine-tune your squad?
Depends on how they die. So we got a new sniper. Catherine. Just have a look at her stuff here. So that's not a big deal for sniper. Natural evasion, not a big deal. Natural evasion, or natural defense in the grass. So those 3, I mean, what I'd like to see here for a sniper, for instance, is personal potentials that give them aim or damage somehow. The rest of it doesn't make much difference for a sniper, in my opinion. And for some of the other classes, it depends. Like, okay, we got Nina is new. This is the kind of thing I would like to see on a sniper, for instance. Shock Trooper that's good against Lancers. Or bad against Lancers, I guess. That's not very nice. Camp Defender, probably not really the best perk because you should be attacking a lot of the time. I haven't actually tested out the likes yet, so putting up 2 people who like each other, I assume they get more friendly fire, you know, like the combo attack stuff. I guess, you know, as the missions, the chapters keep going on, we keep getting new people. Nobody leaves, assuming they're not dying. I'll be able to move people around pretty easily later on, as we get a larger roster. I'm not going to worry about it yet. We're sticking with our original 20 for now. Anyway, let's go, let's all go to the sauna. No, let's all go to the, where do you guys want to go? Oh, wait, sorry, there was one thing I forgot to do. I have to actually do this now. I was going to go do the skirmish. Let's all go to the skirmish and have ourselves a fight, basically. It's not quite the lobby, but, you know. Yeah, we can equip weapons, right. So, how do I want to organize this, basically? Alicia, the ZM, the Zeds seem to be stuff that we capture. So, her main weapon automatically got upgraded to the A1. We could give her a little bit more range, but I don't understand the stats, like, that's the debuffing one. Could lose 6 damage, a lot of aim, to just debuff their defense. Probably not a bad idea to have a scout with debuff. Or we could give her longer range with slightly less damage. I don't know if that's worth it. We'll go with the A1 for now. We're going to check out Rosie next, because, I mean, the officers are, like, guaranteed to go, basically. Megs 10. So the difference for the Shock Troopers is relatively significant, but that attack debuff sounds really, really good. I might not give it to Rosie so that she can deal damage, but I might have, like, her secondary, whoever we bring as a second, be able to equip the extra weapons. And what about our snipers? So he's got the Brondell M101X, which is the low range. Okay, he's got the debuffing one. That's not really what I want. He should get the aim B. That's what I want to find out. Okay, this is good. That's handy. All snipers equip the GSR-10. So far, I mean, I don't know what aim B means, but I bet you that's going to be way better. I'm hoping. I really hope. And then engineers. Because engineers are really not about damage, why don't we just give them the debuff for default? And that way, if I have an engineer, I can use them, as long as they can get one shot on, they can reduce the enemy's defense so that someone else can finish them. That kind of makes sense, right? And then I don't think the Lancers have any choices yet. Okay. But we might want, we probably do want some shock troopers that have the attack debuff. Now, I don't know who. I kind of want some of both for shock troopers, is what I'm thinking. It may straight up be better. We're going to the desert next. We don't have any desert. Bridget has a desert allergy. That's bad. Child of nature. Well, I'll bring Jane on the next battle if I remember, and I will give her the attack down. I don't know if it's going to make that much difference. A little bit less range, a little bit less damage for a really good enemy debuff. Now, you could also argue that shock troopers are trying to kill stuff rather than debuff them. It's more likely with this that we'll just get the kill. On the other hand, lowering their defense, or lowering their attack, I mean, will enable, like, the shock troopers say we shoot someone that we can't kill, then their return fire will be much weaker if we can use this. I don't know. We'll test it out. Just for Jane. I'm also interested in to find out if we can change equipment like that before a battle, or if you have to do it from the barracks. So, let's go find out. Let's put down a save. Yeah, book mode. I want to have one book mode and one battle mode. So skirmish, we got a new skirmish to check out. Back to that horrible desert. We had a bad time here, but I mean, if we can bring the snipers again, like the first one, the first desert mission that I really struggled on. Not the one where we got cheesed by Silveria, but the one with the open desert
Here's
area.
your mission brief.
Open sniper area. We've got a new sniper rifle, and that really might improve our chances here. Yeah, this looks like that first one where last time we got counter-sniped really hard. So I'm thinking we're going to go all-out snipers to start off with this time. So we know that this position here is on a ridge. So we're going to want... I think maybe we'll put both snipers there, honestly. I mean, Marina does a little bit better if she's alone. We could also go one sniper plus an engineer. It's not a bad idea. I'm going to start with... I'm going to put just one down, because I'd like to capture that base to the north and then put another sniper from there. So we'll give an engineer as support, basically. Desert bread. Sure. Alright, and then last time we didn't put nearly enough forward power here. So we're going to want to bring... well, first and foremost, we did learn to bring Rosie and Largo, so that we get more command points. Even though they're one of them has the desert allergy, we gotta bring them. Speaking of which, we should bring Alicia as well. We'll put her kind of at the back because she's got great mobility, so she'll be able to run ahead anyway. Probably one engineer down here as well. I might as well put Ramsey Metalhead in. I don't like maintenance lazy. I don't like the sounds of that. And then I probably just want another shock trooper, honestly. Oh, right. Yeah, I said I wanted to bring Jane, so we got the other debuff. And I think that's good. That leaves us one extra deployment. I can always put people back in. It costs command points to undeploy them, whatever you want to call that. Send them back to base. But we'll figure it out.
If there are no questions, let's get started.
Now that I know the map a little bit better, hopefully we can do better. It was a couple episodes ago, a few episodes ago, when we did the chapter mission for this. But it was pretty brutal, I thought. There were sandstorms, there was some epic trance music going on, but a lot of people got shot to pieces. Okay, so It looks similar to the original layout. There's snipers up there. I imagine there's going to be a bunch of tanks back here. It's a really large map. So, first off, we got to kill the enemy snipers, or else our sniper will be dead.
On the move now.
That's the lesson. Alright, we'll move as close as we can. Oh, hold on. Someone was shooting us. It's just a scout, though. I think I'll use, like, our scout to kill that guy. I know the sniper could clear that out pretty easily. Just want to see his aim here. You know, I think this new sniper rifle is a lot better. That B ranking, I can't wait till we find an A ranking aim weapon. That's going to be great. Alright, this sniper, you're a sniper, right? That's a shock trooper. That's the sniper. This sniper needs to die. Alright. I give him a 50-50 chance of getting the kill. Yes! Oscar, good job.
Yes!
End your action. Alright, now the problem is the other sniper is in cover. It's crouching behind a sandbag. It's much harder to kill. I should kill this scout so that Oscar is safe from covered fire. And I think Alicia can handle it, honestly. Yeah, she'll get... He's not in cover at all. We'll run her up, take a couple shots. We'll see how her new weapon is doing.
My turn, okay?
But we don't need to worry too much here, I don't think. As long as we stay away from the shock troopers. And I'll probably end up putting her behind a wall or something anyway. Let's see here. I think we're close enough. This should work.
Don't even think
Especially with undodgeable shot. That's good. Awesome.
All troops advance.
Good work, Alicia. Alright, now we might be able to kill those shock troopers this turn. Yeah.
Remember to use right nade.
We're gonna hide back here.
All units, watch your surroundings.
Enemy unit spotted.
I was hoping I could get her into crouch. I'm a little bit worried, actually, that because she's not crouched. I might have to spend another command point on her. I was trying to get close enough so that I could use the trench's cover, yet still be mostly out of sight. No, that didn't quite go the way I wanted. What I should do is try to put, like, Rosie into the trench, so that if any of the shock troopers come towards her, she can destroy them.
Let's do this thing.
We want to move forward quickly to try to get at least a B rank today. Alright, is this close enough for Rosie? I wouldn't necessarily bet. She doesn't have a whole lot of movement left, so I could have tried to run her a little bit closer, but
Here I come.
yeah, good enough. Alright, Rosie, good work. I gotta remember, machine guns get 20 shots, so it's a lot more likely for them to get a kill than a scout would. I'll also put her a little bit out of line of sight here. If anyone comes running around that corner, she should be able to destroy them. Alright, next up... Well, for one, even if we can't kill the enemy sniper, which I'm still not sure about, killing the officer shock trooper is probably well worth a shot or two. Alright, Oscar, you are doing quite well, my friend. That removes one of their command points.
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
Am I going to try to kill the enemy sniper? From here.
The undercarriage is blown.
I'm worried about the enemy sniper one-shotting Oscar from range, basically.
All units, please get to your positions.
I do have enough actions left that I can take, like, a couple shots with him. He can take one shot, and then the engineer can reload him, and then he can take a couple more before we run out of action points. I don't know if he's going to be able to finish it off, though. We'll try. Maybe I'll make my decision based on this next shot.
On the move now.
We've got lots of action points, but what kind of chance do we have here? What do you guys think? We need to hit him twice. Now, a good amount of this guy's body is within the reticule. I'd say higher than 50%. Maybe 60%. 66%. That's how confident I am per shot. Which makes me think if I take 3 shots, we probably hit him twice. 1 for 1 so far. Now the engineer has to reload him and probably run off somewhere else. But...
Yeah, got it.
Herbert, I need to remember to replace Herbert. I just can't stand his whining. All right, good. Now, where am I going to move Herbert? Just move him out of the line of sight of the sniper, just in case things go bad. I want to have a look over here, make sure there's no one like ambushing us, and then use hideout here for now, buddy. And then I'm hoping that with 3 more possible shots here, Oscar can finish this guy. And if I can finish this guy, I'll let him kill someone else too. Nope. Okay. That's 1 for 2. Come on, don't prove me wrong, Oscar. Don't prove me wrong. You gotta kill this sniper. Come on, shot number 3. Alright, 2 for 3. That's exactly what I predicted. It worked out. Alright, next. He's in a good position to start shooting like that Lancer over there. Start clearing out some of the stuff on the left. How many command points do we have left? Just the 2. We could either move another shock trooper up, or let Oscar take a couple more shots. Well, or we could do both. We could have Oscar shoot and move the other shock trooper up. Double shock trooper coverage plus maybe killing one of them. I mean, we'll see what his odds are here, basically. This guy is in a trench, so yeah, we're not able to kill him easily. This guy is also in the trench, although it'd be nice to kill the Officer Lancer. This guy is actually out of our line of sight. No, well, he's got a bit of cover. Maybe if I move just to get a bit better angle on him. I think that actually would have helped a little bit, yeah. I think that increases our odds, let's say from 50-50 to 60. Try to get this as accurate as I can. It does kind of move around a little bit on its own. I don't know if it's just my gamepad not being perfectly centered, but... Come on, Oscar. Yeah! That's my boy.
Yes.
Alright, I'm happy with that. I don't think he's going to be able to get any more one-shot kills today. I don't think he had vision. He doesn't have vision on that scout. That's the other thing we could do, is we could try to use Alicia to kill this guy. He's an option. Actually, you know, that's better. I was thinking about moving Jane up to help Rosie guard, but I betcha getting the kill on this scout, you know, technically Alicia could probably capture the base. That's tempting too.
Moving out.
Let's do Alicia here. Carefully.
Enemy unit spotted.
I'm pretty sure she can get this kill, or else she's gonna die. But yeah, okay. It took 5 shots, but she was able to do it. Okay, good. Now, do we go for the ultimate attack? I think we do. Come on, guys. You can only live once. Oh, this is a hasty decision. Get up there. Capture that base. Ha ha ha! First turn base capture. If I'd save some command points, I could start deploying a... sniper here. We're gonna go back here. I'm actually gonna crouch right here. I think this will be the safest spot. Well, I'm worried about that tank.
Advance cautiously.
Can you get over? The shock troopers are quite a long way away. Alright. At least she's got cover from the tanks. I'm a bit worried for Alicia. I didn't see any good spots to hide her. We'll see what happens. I think capturing that base was the ballsy move, but I'm not sure when it's a good idea or not. I'm just trying stuff out. It's an experiment. So they're going to get reinforcements, but way at the other side. Okay, well, her cover is gone in 1 shot. Tanks, enemy tanks with anti-armor are ridiculously accurate, I find. And similarly, enemy lancers, like, do you seriously think I could have made that shot if I was trying that? Because they didn't pull anyone, like, they didn't put any anti-scout units up front. They just did an anti-mortar, or sorry, they did an anti-armor shot, took out our cover from across the map, and then the Lancer shot a rocket at her from quite a long range, I would say. So I'm not exactly happy about that. Our choices are maybe Herbert to rescue her or to deploy another scout. Actually, forget that. This is actually pretty easy. All you gotta do is deploy someone right here. We'll deploy Marina, and then next turn she can save Alicia. That's the easiest way. Okay, so Rosie, you need to kill some stuff, girlfriend.
New target sighted. Ugh, this place is a dust trap.
Well, that's disappointing. I don't remember exactly what that does. Oh, her HP is going down as we talk.
Enemy sighted.
Alright. There's a mine there. That's great. I didn't see it. I see the next one, though. Alright, Rosie, you gotta kill this guy or else he's gonna kill you. I just wanted to kill the shock trooper and the Lancer here, but that was dangerous. Alright, the Lancers don't get cover fire. The shock trooper would in the trenches. So Rosie needs to kill this Lancer.
Don't let a chance slip past you.
And then get into cover. Killing that Lancer right there too would be nice.
All troops advance.
I'm just considering where to
All you
move her.
can to minimize casualties.
We're gonna pull her back. She took too much damage. There you go. I'm gonna let one of the other Lancers try to, or one of the other shock troopers try to kill that Lancer. Jane, it's up to you. I don't even know if you can move far enough, but we'll try. Come on, Jane.
I'm sweeping around from behind them. Follow me.
Should be close enough. Not actually close enough because I wonder if I'd given her the other. This is the debuff machine gun. I wonder if the other machine gun, the original one, actually would have had the range for this shot to work. Yeah, that is pretty much garbage. So that means I have to waste another action on her to get her into cover.
Just try to stop me.
What I'm gonna do is put her over here. I actually did want to do this. Now, if that guy tries to run up, he shouldn't hurt that bad. Yeah, that attack debuff seems pretty significant. I'm trying to line of sight her anyway, but oops. Well, that's not really where I wanted her to end up. I should have used the other. There's a run. The D-pad for me is walk, and the analog stick is run. Anyway, 5 points left. Our sniper can't. Actually, our sniper can see a couple. Let's
On the
see.
move now.
Oscar, what can you do? This is a shock trooper that's standing out in the open. And you got him in one shot, so I'm happy about that.
And another one.
And you got some free ammo.
Yes!
Booyah!
Imperials closing in.
Okay, you can see a long-range
You
Lancer.
can all do this. Stay strong.
Keep moving this way. I don't think he can see anyone I want him to shoot that badly. I was kind of hoping we could get vision on this guy, but I think there's too much stuff in the way here. Or even this guy, but he's hiding behind the wall. I haven't moved my tank. I haven't put any Lancers down. I am actually going to want Lancers up here, not down where they are. So maybe Largo. I don't think I can deploy anyone right now. Let's have our engineer move up.
Got it. Found one.
See how close he can get to Alicia.
Found one.
Make good use of cover as you proceed.
That guy's too far away.
Don't allow them time to think.
He almost made it to Alicia, so we could have her be rescued. That might be worth it, honestly.
Yeah, got
The
it.
sooner we rescue her, the sooner we can redeploy her for the action points. Because she generates +1 per turn.
Medic.
Okay.
Sit tight. Help's almost.
Sorry about that, Alicia, but
Takes more
I
than
can't
that to kill
account for the
somebody,
enemy's rocket
right?
launchers being super accurate. Okay, let's try to keep him alive this time. Into the trench. Maybe line of sight the tanks at least, if possible.
How many are there now?
Alright, Herbert, that's gonna have to do. Oh, wait, hold on. How about if you took a super risky shot here? Any chance? You can hit him, but the chance of hitting him in the head is, like, surprisingly good. You actually did a lot more damage to that Lancer than I would have bet on. And you lowered his defense. Which means maybe, well, Rosie could kill him. Yeah, okay. Poke your head out, kill this guy, and then back you go, basically. Yeah, that defense downgrade, the defense buff, debuff, that's pretty good. I think I probably should keep the engineers on the defense down weapon, because that will make strong enemies, even if you can only do a little bit of damage with engineer, it'll mean the shock troopers can just tear them apart. Alright, one more action. I should just redeploy Alicia, actually. Or do I have to wait a turn? I probably have to wait a turn. That's fine. I could start moving Largo up, yeah.
Been waiting here.
It might be quicker to, well, no, because of the command points, although I could send him back and then redeploy him closer, on the turn where he was not on the map, he would, we would have a -1, but we wouldn't get the extra command point for having him on the field. So it would actually cost us more, I think, to, undeploy and redeploy him, I think. Because it would take 1 to undeploy, 1 to redeploy, plus 1 turn of, -1. So it costs 3, basically. It's probably pretty close to how much it's going to cost to move him up, but we'll see. I still stand by sending Alicia up to capture that base. I think that was still a good decision. It's just too bad that she got blown up by rockets. Other than that, I think it was still a good call. So this guy is like running for Rosie, but didn't actually take the shot. He probably could have killed her. He might still. Or he's dumb. No, he's got the attack debuff. I don't know what that guy is doing. We messed him up. That is garbage. Sorry, Oscar, but that is garbage. Maybe he can counter-kill that sniper at least. Alright, yeah, we're only getting 9 command points instead of 10, but that's okay. Alright, Rosie has healed up a fair bit. Shock Trooper. Gonna want to deal with this guy. First off, yeah, Alicia fully healed, bring her back. How do we want to deal with these guys? Because this guy is already looking at Jane, I'm going to use Rosie to try to get a kill. Can you go around here? Can you shoot him from here? Yeah. Sure. I think pretty high odds. Yeah. Took about maybe half of her her shots. Half of her 20 to kill him, give or take. And we should probably move her forward, honestly. There's a Lancer in the trenches that's an officer, and there's a Lancer there. We're going to give her a couple moves. We're going to give her another action point, almost for sure. We're going to get her into the trenches. Now, the question is, should I try to have one of my engineers debuff this guy before I start shooting him? Or would it be even smarter to just throw one grenade and then have the other shock trooper kill him? It's about equivalent to using the engineer, honestly. Either way, it's one action to debuff, one action to kill. It just depends on how you look at it. Because our chances, well, let's get close. But I think our chances of killing him are pretty negligible, honestly, in one volley. And I do know that Jane has maybe not as much damage as as Rosie would. Okay, pull back a little bit. I just wanted to get as close as we needed for max damage. Switch to the grenade. Use this to make him stand up, which is totally gimmicky. You can't destroy the trench's wall, but you can knock him up. Which, I just need to take advantage of it. I think that's a little bit gimmicky, but if that's the way the game's designed, that's the way the game's designed. So now...
After me, kiddos.
Oh, good. I don't know what that does exactly, but... Yeah, now that he's standing up, it's guaranteed, basically. It looked like she had an accuracy bonus, because her reticule was smaller than normal. Good old big sister. Alright, next, because she's actually relatively hurt, I'm gonna, instead of the trench, it's probably safer to just keep her out of line of sight. All we have to do is kill that one Lancer, which is definitely on the agenda, and she's much safer that way. Okay, we've got an enemy sniper that we're going to want to kill. The tank is obviously a problem. How do we do this? Herbert, you can reduce his defense, or possibly kill him if you're really better than I hope. Oh, watch out for the grenades. Actually, or the mines. You know, seeing as we've got an engineer, I didn't even think of this. But yeah, let's deal with these mines. Much smarter, right? Alright, how about this Lancer? You could kill him, potentially. I'm curious as to if the first shot lowers his defense for the following shots, or if it's for the next action. I mean, if you get 4 out of 5, he's dead anyway. I'd say it's reasonably likely. Yeah, no problem. Didn't even need his debuff.
I'm tired.
Good work, Herbert.
Head for the next one.
I know I've been giving you some hard times, but that was good.
This looks kind of like home.
You finally got your desert buff. Too late for that. Alright. Next up is Marina. Who, if I can get her up on top, that's the plan. Maybe I should take her shot from here while we know we've got vision. Well, we've got a line of sight. The shock trooper. Where is the enemy sniper? I don't think we can see the sniper from here. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, yeah, we're gonna take this shot from here. It's, I give it 50-50. Thank you, Marina. Good work, girl.
Sweet dreams.
That definitely is gonna help the forward push.
I've come this far alone.
That may have helped. No, my way just gives you evasion. It's not that big a deal. I don't know when that would ever make a significant difference, honestly. My way is just going to give you, when you're alone, more evasion. But assumedly, these snipers are not getting counter-fired ever. What can you see from here? Shock trooper, officer, in cover. You're not going to be able to kill him. Shock trooper, officer, in cover. Some tanks. There's not a lot she's going to be able to do at the moment. Maybe giving her the second action was a mistake, but... 5 shots. Can't even hurt the tanks. This guy is in a pretty good spot. Alright. The second action point was really more just to get her into cover. More so than to really kill anything. It's nice that you hit, but unless I want to spend 3 more action points taking the chance that everyone hits, you're not going to be able to finish it. I only got 2 action points anyway. Alright, we did summon Alicia, right? Yeah. So let's keep moving Largo up. There's no room for...
I'm not cut out
Let's
for
hide.
this.
I want Oscar to go back. He did his job. I wonder if he can make it to the flag. Dang it, Oscar! I want you to... I was gonna send him home so I could summon a Lancer closer. Same with Ramsey. I don't need either of these two. But I am gonna need Lancers. Well, let's keep moving Largo. It'd be nice to have some Lancers close to those tanks, because my tank I haven't moved at all, so... We're a little bit short on anti-tank stuff. Can't really move forward until we get some Lancers up there. Next turn, I think I'll have to spend 2 points sending Oscar and the Engineer back. And then maybe 2 more points summoning Lancers, possibly. Now, Marina might be in a good spot to kill reinforcements as they appear like that. Just depends on how good they are at getting into cover. At least we didn't get, you know, hit from long range in cover that time. We even have the high ground. Like, she shouldn't be getting shot here very often. Yeah, the enemy has ridiculous accuracy on those snipers. I feel like the enemy's snipers are way better than mine. Now, I know my snipers have been doing well this... Oh, come on, game. I'm glad they didn't do that first, but it's like they almost never miss. I mean, there they missed once, but... You know, long-range anti-armor shots shouldn't hit personnel hardly ever. Like, that should never, almost never happen.
My rifle.
I'm sorry, Marina, but the game is kind of garbage in that sense. The accuracy with which they can snipe you with anti-armor shells is just insane. I'm not a fan. Now, I can use an engineer to recover her and rebuild the, Yeah, okay, first off, we gotta get rid of these guys. They're just wasting slots. I'm annoyed that he was unable to retreat in 1 turn, but... We'll spend the command points.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
I should consider some orders as well. I forget about them often. Alright, you guys are safe. We need Lancers, like, in here, basically.
Yeah, got it.
Herbert's
Enemy
gonna
over
save our
there.
sniper. Someone's gotta do it.
Looks kinda like home. Found one.
And he can also repair the,
medic?
sandbag up here. I haven't ever done that before, so... Might as well.
They'll make it. That's a promise.
Don't worry. You'll
help
make it.
soon, right?
Does this cost an action, or is it like disarming mines, basically?
I don't like their attitude.
Basically the same as disarming mines. Unfortunately, we learned that as much as this location seems safe, it is not safe at all. It's kind of dumb. It'll be safer back here to some degree. Now, if he gets sniped in the head from an anti-mortar shot, I'm gonna be mad. We can deploy a couple more people. Let's move Largo up.
Just watch this.
He's almost there.
I just ain't feeling it here.
Apparently he doesn't like the desert a whole lot. Should be able to get out of line of sight here.
All troops advance.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to deploy another Lancer. Who do we bring? Desert Bread. Walter, you're up. So we'll have 2 Lancers ready to go next turn. I mean, I understand. The way you get a good rank on this mission is to take a scout like Alicia, use an order on her like defense boost, and then just have her suicide kamikaze all the way up, kill this guy, so maybe another order for attack damage or something, and then capture the base. I think, I understand that's how you get the good rankings. It's just, I don't like that. That sounds cheap. Like, the way you win the battle and get a good ranking is you ignore all the enemy tanks and stuff. That sounds dumb. Even though that's how you get the great ranks. We gotta kill that sniper. Would be nice. Should I try... Let's bring Oscar in, I guess. I think I do need a sniper to counter the enemy snipers. But what I have to do is, instead of just leaving them up here, we're gonna take a shot and then hide behind the wall, basically. We've got 1 more deployable. We've got an engineer, we've got 2 Lancers, we've got a sniper, we've got a scout. We actually don't need a whole lot up here. The shock troopers are ready to move up. Let's do that.
Get ready to die, imps.
When I say move up, I mean not really. Just want to keep you out of range of the tank. if by some strange chance one of the enemy sort of rushes forward, she's in a good spot if they try to come up around that corner. I would like to put some people in that trench, but I'm worried. I'm actually thinking I might save my command points for the next round. Yeah, let's just stock them up. I'm not ready to move forward this turn, so save your points. It doesn't seem to cost you anything if you don't use up them all, so... Unless you hit the max, of course, but... There's probably a strong argument for saving them up when you don't have much to do. I'm worried about the enemy sniper. If he can get a line of sight on, like, Alicia, he might get a shot on her. Because maybe I should have spent a command point moving Alicia into cover, but... You know how it is. It's exactly what I was worried about, but at least it wasn't a headshot. So, I say exactly. That was 90% of what I was worried about. Kill him! Kill him! We did not have range, I guess. I should have moved... Well, no. It was... I thought that would work, but I guess the range on the machine guns isn't that high. Now, if you can hit Jane through that wall, I'm going to be very upset. The game said there was no... Like, if you paid attention to the little archy line things, it said that there was no... The enemy couldn't see you, so... We're not getting good cover fire there. I'm assuming that sniper must have out of ammo, or else we'd be dying right now. Alright, Lancers are basically ready to go. That sniper... Okay. We don't need to use the sniper to kill the close sniper. We can use... Actually, even the scout would be fine. I'm worried about moving Alicia up here. Especially considering she just took all that damage. How's she doing? Actually, she's full healed. Being in the base is good for some things.
Enemy unit spotted.
So you're going to kill this guy. You can kill him even if you don't get a headshot, which is great, but...
Don't even think of dodging.
I like how she gets that that skill pretty regularly. That's nice. Good work, Alicia.
Who are these guys?
Okay, and then
Enemy sighted.
Open fire.
she can't really go much closer than this. Just trying to keep her out of vision of the tanks. The tanks and their unfailing one-shotting skills. Do I try to counter snipe here?
On the move now.
Can you see the sniper? I didn't double check. That's the sniper there. I give him above 50% odds. There we go. Good job, Oscar.
Yes.
So instead of putting him up on the high ground like the game seems to suggest, I'm just going to hide him over here. Because that high ground is garbage, and you just get... The tanks just shoot up, your cover gets blown up, and then the enemy's got a sniper every turn that can kill you. Alright, we got to make some forward momentum here. The trick is going to be Lancers. We have to get rid of the enemy tanks to do this the way I want to do it.
Are there any weak spots in their defenses?
Doesn't really look like it. Pretty long-range shot. Could still easily miss. See, I'll miss a shot like this, whereas the enemy would hit a shot like this. This is like the kind of shot they hit every time. Like, it should be almost impossible, but they'll hit it. Alright, come on. Try to hit dead center here, Largo. We got him at least. Most one. Can Walter also make it up there? I mean, I've got lots of command points. Largo can... Actually, I should have double-checked orders, right? Like, I could have done... I don't know if that's worth it. 3 command points. That's 3 shots. And it's greatly instead of just raises. I mean, let's say maybe demolition boost is enough to let Largo one-shot a tank. I would have to use this and then use Largo to kill at least 2 tanks in 2 turns. Maybe next turn I'll think about it.
Just watch this.
Maybe. I'm not sold. But I am pretty sure Largo's going to kill 1 tank this turn.
Been waiting here.
That's 1 more anti-armor shell that we don't have to worry about. Assuming we, of course, assuming we hit, but yeah. Thanks, Largo. Let's try to get you out of line of sight here. There you go. Okay, what's next? We got 8 points left. That's probably the next tank we're going to want to kill. Let's see if we can get another Lancer up in range. Probably can get him close enough to have a reasonable shot here.
Stay behind cover as you proceed.
Alright, Walter! Looks like this guy might be slightly further away, but that's 0 for 1. I could still kill this tank if Walter starts hitting him. The reason I'm not moving closer is the shock troopers will tear this guy apart.
I'll probably miss.
Walter, I don't like that attitude. Gotta stay positive. I'm counting on you, buddy.
Just try and stop me.
I mean, I know, this kind of looks like long-range pot shots, but that's what the enemy does to us, and it's incredibly effective for them, it feels like. I guess, like, the difference is, in these sorts of games, the enemy getting 1 kill is way more of a
I don't
deal.
want to do anything.
Okay, you're so fired. The enemy getting 1 kill is a lot bigger deal than us getting 1 kill, because permanency, right? If we lose a soldier, they're gone for good if they ever fully die. Whereas if the enemy loses a soldier, that's just normal. That's what happens every mission. I wonder... I have a clever plan. Oh. Why can't he shoot? Oh, he can't shoot because he's moody? Are you kidding me? I wanted to shoot the tank with him to see if he could apply the defense debuff so that the Lancers could kill it in 1 shot. Alright, that guy needs to go. That is ridiculous. Oh, I don't want to shoot today, guys. I'm just going to go to sleep. Okay, we are 1 for 4 on Walter here, buddy. I know this is relatively long range, but seriously, Walter? Seriously, Walter? Okay, thank you. That's 2 for 5. So, if I get 1 more shot, that'll make him 3 for 6, which is 50-50. I guess I'll accept that, but I don't like it. This is a lot of command points down the drain on this guy. Nope, you were 2 out of 6. 33% shots. That's not good at all. Can't even get into... Well, if you die, I don't really care now. I'm mad at you. I guess we got 1 shot left with Largo.
Just watch this.
He can't move very far if I want to keep him in cover. Still behind the wall.
Push forward.
Come on, Largo. Alright. Yep. So we took 7 shots on an enemy tank, and we didn't kill it. That's pretty bad. Do I have an order for aim? If I do, I should test it out, see how good it is. I need to learn the orders better, I'll admit that much. Of course. Being in cover doesn't matter to enemy snipers. They're always going to hit you. Alright, thank you for not always hitting me. I mean, Walter, if you die, I don't even know if I'd resurrect you right now. That tank is supposed to be dead. That is bull. How can they shoot even longer range with an anti-armor shot and destroy our cover / kill people from across the map, and we can't even hit? Yeah, it's dumb. Alright, so orders. Do I have accuracy? Defense, attack, HP. Yeah, we do have aim boost. Okay, you know what? Let's give it a try. Walter will only have 1 shot. Largo should have 2. No, he should have 3. Let's see if this helps.
An order.
I've heard that orders can be very, very powerful. So I gotta get used to these things. Alright, Largo. Can I, does it show you? No, sorry. His, aim still says D, but he does have an aim buff, so let's see if this makes a difference. I mean, does the reticule look a bit smaller to you guys? It should be a little bit smaller. So I guess the lesson here might be, don't split up. Don't split up your shots. Like, you might as well just have 1 unit that shoots, and then use an order on them, and then an engineer to reload them if you need to. Which means, okay, let's just go all in on Largo here. Let's give him, yeah, let's just all in. Let's learn demolitions.
This is an order.
I've heard orders are good, like I said, but I haven't had a chance to really test them out often, so let's see here. Largo, how good is that, right? You got versus armor and aim, huge buff. I could potentially move him a bit closer. Well, the sniper would probably take him out.
Been waiting here.
Let's see, what are your chances? What do I think? I give you 50-50. And then you'll probably hit his treads anyway. He is like at the very max of his range, I think.
Just stay calm and get it done.
Do I dare move him forward? I don't have enough command points left to really cover him, is the problem. Because I spent 3 on that order. That was a miss. I'm really hoping he can hit this guy. Did he, I didn't even check. How much damage was it gonna do? Like, it doesn't even say. Is it out of range?
Enemy sighted.
I don't even know. I mean, we should be able to kill that sniper there if I actually decide I want to. I don't know. I've got the red reticule, but it doesn't say, like, shots to kill. I have no idea if that's even working. I think I just wasted a whole bunch of stuff on Largo, and he's still out in the open. I'm trying! I'm trying to test out orders and stuff. We did no damage. I have to kill the enemy sniper if I can.
On the move now.
The enemy sniper is not in cover. Gotta try to get that headshot. I don't know. I don't give... I give like 1 in 3 odds.
Come on, hit! And another one.
Reloading doesn't matter. You're in the base. I give Oscar 1 more try. Come on, Oscar. It's amazing how quickly this all got bogged down. We made it through the first phase on this map. Okay, that was good. We made it through the first phase really smoothly, I thought. But then this second part is not going quite the way I wanted. How do we get across this? I mean, I didn't bring the Edelweiss this time. I'm kind of testing out all infantry tactics. I mean, I have to get rid of these shock troopers. I have to try to keep Largo alive. He's an officer. I can't afford to just let him get 1 shot. Ha! This skirmish is dragging on. Dragging and dragging. More snipers. They just keep popping in snipers endlessly. When do they run out of reinforcements, huh? Well, at least Walter's in cover. Yeah, he can take a couple hits like that. I should heal him if I get the chance, but... Apparently, last turn was a complete waste while we tested out orders on Lancers. So, I think, basically, we have to move forward with the Shock Troopers. No one else can take this line. Well, I mean... I can send Alicia, but... because she's got the mobility. Although I'm worried if we get too close to that tank, of course. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let's see how close Jane can get.
Just try to stop me. Fresh meat found.
Now, the bonus with using Jane is this should reduce this guy's attack power. Yeah, as long as you hit him a couple times, or as long as you hit him once. Such that the return fire is not so bad. Okay. I feel like maybe that's a good use for the debuff shock troopers. They're better for this kind of rush in. I should have still used a grenade. Well, I doubt she was in range.
Just try to stop me. Every last one of you imps.
So... you're never gonna kill him. Oops. Well... let's knock him up.
Die, die, die!
I don't know how I'm gonna keep Jane alive, to be honest. It's gonna take a lot of action points here. Command points. Now she can kill him, she can finish this guy off.
Just try to stop me. Scream for me.
Sadist. She loves killing people. I don't mind Jane. Jane's good. I mean, killing enemy officers is gotta help. But we still have a tank, a sniper, and 2 shock troopers to deal with. I think I send Alicia to use a grenade on him. Alright, Alicia.
Okay?
This is dangerous. Oh, wait, no, I learned... See, I already know this isn't gonna work. Also... Are you kidding me? Can we just escape? Okay. That was good. I thought she was trapped. Okay, no. If I was thinking to use her to use a grenade on the shock trooper, but we actually know how that works. We know that they're just going to be able to
Come in.
kill her before she gets into what am I trying to say? Before she can get to grenade range, the shock trooper will destroy her. So you know what's happening here in the long run? Is I'm ending up doing the cheese strategy that I talked about. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about having to use this cheese strat. But I don't see any way of breaking this deadlock soon, other than doing the junk here.
My turn, okay?
Actually, we can sneak behind him. Don't have to worry about cover fire when you sneak behind him.
Please hit.
Now, actually, if we ever get lucky enough that that knocks him out of the area, like, wouldn't that be the ultimate in cheese strat? If you throw a grenade at him that knocks him out of the base area, then you just capture the base.
Moving out.
Wouldn't that be the worst? Totally fine. Alright, and we win. So, I don't know. I guess I understand how you're supposed to do these missions quickly. I just don't like what you have to do to that. Like, I understand that this is faster by a long shot. I just don't like it. I could have run Alicia up like that a couple turns ago. And I guess that's what you're supposed to do, so I'm just gonna have to accept it. I don't like that kind of setup. Now, I realize we got a D ranking. I'm sure to get an A ranking, you basically just, on your first turn, have Alicia dodge everything and do that in one turn. I wonder if I should try. Well, not in this episode. I'll try it off camera. And if I get an A rank, maybe I'll start next episode with that, just showing you guys it's possible. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm good for now. Next episode, we'll return to the story mode and we'll continue on. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day. Okay, as an addendum, I redid the mission, and this is our first turn. Guess what I've done? I deployed Alicia, Rosie, and Largo, so we start with 10 command points. I started with, actually I put defense boost on her, first order. I ran on the first turn up to about here. On the second turn, I ran to about here. I think actually about here. Third turn, we ran up to here, threw a grenade at the guy, the shock trooper. We know this guy, right? And then on the now that she's used 3 turns, she can't move very far. But that's a 1-turn victory, guys. So that's how you get an A rank, I guess. I'm not really happy, but let's see how much experience you get. It's certainly a lot quicker than what I used to do. Yeah. So if you're grinding for experience or money, do this mission. Use Alicia, use a defensive order, ignore everything. I had her heal herself once or twice as she ran across. And you get a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm sure later on in the game there'll be easier ways to get experience. But apparently this is how you do it at this point in the game. I kind of feel like I'm going to cheese it a couple more times, because I'm kind of annoyed. But then I'll stop. I'm not going to just do it forever, but I'll do like 2 more times. Anyway, for real, end of the episode. Thanks for watching, folks. I just wanted to prove that I understand. I just don't like playing like that on camera because it's lame. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed again, and see you next time.